Hello gamers, welcome to another edition of Tonight on Mage Hammer's Game Table, where tonight I'm continuing my exploration of Ward the trading card game. I have made two decks. I made them on video. You can go back and watch that video if you like to see what's in them, or you can be surprised by watching this video. Either way, hopefully you find this fun and interesting. So, this is a solo game. Ward is really good for solo play because it's pretty much simulates a battle between creatures, and there's dice involved, so like there's not a ton of decisions to make on either side. So unlike other trading card games, you have to do quite a few decisions on one turn. This one, you have one or two decisions, and it's just right, I think, as far as that goes, especially for solo play. So before we get to it, we got Knight versus Dragon. I'm not sure which deck is which, but that's the theme of them. Like I said, if you like to see the decisions I made about how I built these decks, you can go back and watch my video where I built them up. All right, so we're going to get started. This khaki die will be for this deck, and this will be for this deck. So this deck goes first. Here we go. So each draws 5 cards. Okay, got a dragon. So this is the dragon deck, but it has armor level 10. I have nothing to sack in my hand, so I had to show my deck to my opponent and reshuffle and draw until I have a creature that I can bring out. Cast, I guess we can say that. This deck is kind of a risk because it has some high-level dragons in it. If I draw 2 of those high-level dragons, one I'm going to have to sack and put into my cemetery, and that's going to cost me some points. And so I keep track of all that on my handy dandy Android tablet here. Hopefully, oh, please tell me. Yeah, there we go. Good. All right. It's at 19%. Hopefully that'll last through this match. We shall see. I got a life counter app on here. All right, so bring it up, set it out. Oh my goodness, it just really wants me to restart it. All right, so yeah, the app is not necessarily, or life counter app is not necessarily required, but it definitely helps as far as that goes, because it's because you have to count your life in the cemetery, and then you also have to keep track of the hit points of your creatures that you put out. So, all right, so let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can put one of these out. So I think I should put, well, this one I'd have to sacrifice 2, so we are not doing that. So I probably should put the smaller one, too bad, I wanted to play the Swamp Dragon, into my cemetery, which will put this up to 80 right out of the gate, which I know this is a risk, but I think in the end, the power of the dragons will help balance it out. At least I hope so, but I guess we'll find out. I haven't played these two decks against each other, so this is technically a test of whether these decks are going to work or not, and I'm going to put out the Red Dragon, right? Let's do it. Red Dragon is the mascot of the high school where I teach, so that's even more exciting. Okay, and then that's all you get to do. He has a magic card, but he can't cast it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they got a creature that can't cast, armor level 9. I have to sacrifice a creature out of my hand or off the field. So we will reshuffle, draw up to 5 again, and go from there. So I think, you know, coming out of the gate, the dragon's supposed to last a pretty long time. Starting with an 80 point cemetery is not optimal, but again, like I said, it's part of what playing this dragon deck is all about, risk and reward, I suppose, if we look at it that way. And so, all right, so let's cut this deck. Might as well put it this way, it's easier to draw that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got a Equip Knight. He says, on summon, you may search your deck for one magic card that says equip. Equip that card to this creature and then shuffle your deck. So that's pretty good. He's already got quite a few good equipment cards in his hand, and we will go search up. I like Epic Helm. +6 speed. His speed is not great. Speed there is not going to help him. So, Knight Armor, give him armor level 5. Yeah, we're going to give our Equip Knight an Epic Helm. that's going to give him +4 armor level, which is now 5 and +4 to hit. Then I'm going to play out some more. I'm going to equip this Equip Knight to the gills to help him be able to fight the dragon. So this is thematically turning out to be kind of fun. All right, so and you can play, you can throw out armor level 9, 10. He's got armor level 10 now. He's got +5 damage with this sword, +4 to hit. Oh, the Sword of Light, so sweet. And, you know, I could see, so he's already at 10 armor. I'm going to save these 2 cards for another creature. So there you go. So that's the first turn on both sides. And now it passes to the dragons. Dragons draw. They're going to play destroy 1 magic card on the field. They're going to get rid of this Epic Helm, reduce its armor level, and that. Then it's going to initiate a combat. Now its speed is 10, and the speed on this guy is just a 1, so the dragon will attack first. The dragon rolls 2 dice +5. That is a 5/10, which hits his armor level of 6. His armor level is 6 thanks to this knight armor. And that does 2 dice +5 damage. And so rolls 12 damage to this, so 40, now minus 12, should be 28. All right, now the knight will strike back. He doesn't have any more plus to hit, so he's at 2 dice, no plus, in 1 dice, 1 no plus, and he rolls a 3. He's not hitting an armor level of 10. So the dragon player is done and passes turn over to the knight player. The knight player draws a card. He is going to bring out, he knows that he needs to bring something out. So these are going to go away with him. He's going to sacrifice this Equip Knight to bring out an Elite Angel. Then he's going to give this Elite Angel a Sword of Light, and he's going to give this Elite Angel Epic Boots. So what that's going to do is that's going to push up all the stats of the Elite Angel. Its speed is now going to be 11, which outspeeds this dragon, and its armor level is 11. So that is comparable. This guy has a chance against this dragon, and he rolls 2 damage dice and so forth. Actually, he rolls 3 to hit dice and 3 attack dice thanks to the Sword of Light. So the angel is going to initiate a combat with the red dragon. So it gets to roll 2 dice +4 plus, nope, 3 dice. 3 dice +4 plus 7, 7. And rolls an 18, which more than hits the red dragon. Now damage dice, it gets 2 here, +1 over here is 3, +4 damage, +7 damage, 7 damage, +7. 3 dice +7, that's 11, 18. So now the dragon strikes back. And the dragon rolls 2 dice +5, 7, 12, which is 11 armor thanks to these boots. So it hits and does 2 dice +5 damage. So that's 8, 13 off of 70 is 57. Yeah, no, yes, 57. All right, so that's that. He doesn't have any other cards in his hand, so it resets and passes turn over to the dragon player. He pulls an Ignite. He casts Ignite, Breeze Fire, if you will, for fun, and rolled 6, doing 20 damage to the angel. That worked out. And now it's going to initiate an attack. 2 dice +5, that is 15. That hits the angel's armor of 11. Then does 2 dice +5 damage, and that is 8, 13 damage. So it's starting to make quick work of this angel. The angel now will strike back. So 3 dice to hit, +4, +7 total. Uh-oh. 5, 7, 14. So that's more than enough to hit. All right, then rolls 3 attack dice, +7 damage. That's 7, 8, 15 damage off this dragon. All right. There's no other magic cards for the dragon to do, so we will reset, and we shall draw a card. Gets Cure Minor Wounds, going to do that. Roll 2 dice and heal the creatures as a result of those dice. So 6 brings it up to 30. And now it's going to initiate an attack. Has a faster speed. Oh, was it supposed to go before the dragon? Yeah, I don't remember how that last combat went. It's okay. So its speed is 11, which is higher than speed 10 for the dragon. So it attacks first. And it's 3 dice plus 7. 9, 10, 17. That's definitely a hit. 3 dice plus 7 damage. And that's 10, 13, 20. 20 damage off this dragon. So that is a most solid hit. Dragon strikes back. 2 dice plus 5. And that is 8. That's 13. Definitely a hit. 2 dice plus 5 damage. 6, 11 off of the angel. Some powerful blows going back and forth here. That's it for the angel, or the... That was definitely the angel's turn. Over to the dragon. Dragon draws a card. Nightmare Claw. Going for it. No. Yes. No, not doing that. We'll save that for the next creature. Still at 47. We'll save that Nightmare Claw for next creature. All right. It's going to attack, but the angel goes first. The angel rolls 3 dice plus 7. That is 11, 18. That's a hit. And 3 dice plus 7 damage. Ew. Horrible damage. 12 damage. And then the dragon will strike back. 2 dice plus 5. 5, 10. That is a miss. Its armor level is 11. Ouch, dragon. All right, so dragon passes turn over to the angel. Got an equip knight. Save that for later. The angel's going to attack. 3 dice plus 7 on the attack. And that is 8, 13. That's a hit. And now 3 dice plus 7 damage. 10. That's more like it. 12, 19 damage on our dragon. And now the dragon shall strike back. 2 dice plus 5. Come on, baby. 7, 5, 12. That is a hit this time. 2 dice. Ooh, yes. 16 damage. Oh, man. That almost finished it off. All right. That's it for the angel's turn. That passes turn over to the dragon. Who draws a card. That'll come in handy. Now, if he goes first, the angel will attack first because of the speed. So he still has 16. It's possible he could survive the attack, but not likely. So it might be time to bring out the Aqua Dragon. Sacrifice 2 creatures. It's 150 hit points into his cemetery, and that's a lot. But this Aqua Dragon is really tough. So we'll see how well he does. So 150 into the cemetery. All right. So Aqua Dragon is in the house, and he's going to get a Nightmare Claw. So he's going to roll an additional damage die. Not messing around over here. So his speed is only 6, though. So he is going to initiate an attack, but the Elite Angel is first. The Elite Angel rolls 3 dice plus 7, and that is 8, 9, 16. That's a hit. And 3 dice plus 7 damage. 4, 8, 15 damage on our Aqua Dragon, which brings it to 95 hit points. And all right, so he strikes back. Now he gets 2 dice plus 7 to hit. That's 14, so he hits, and then he rolls 4 dice plus 1 for the Nightmare Claw. 5 dice damage plus 7. That is 9, 11, 14, 15, 22, which slays the Elite Angel, which he finally has some cemetery. See if the knights can hold up. Will they be able to summon out something that can take this guy on? We shall see. They have to bring out this knight. When he comes into play, he gets equipped. What is going to save him? Maybe nothing. Now Assault is 6 speed. That's not going to matter. Well, no, he would beat the dragon in speed. He needs stuff that's going to give him damage, man. Holy Armor giving armor level plus 6 damage. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Ooh, the Epic Helm though. Plus 2 hit, plus 2 armor. Yeah. We're going to put out an Elven Scout on him. He's got Elven Scout helping him out. That's going to be +6 to damage, which will help a little bit. All right, so that was on the dragon's turn. So the dragon, yeah, so he doesn't get to attack because he wasn't involved in that combat. So that basically passes turn because the dragon player is done playing what they were going to play. And now, all right, so 4 Sentinel, that will come in handy. Play this card from your hand when your opponent finishes their attack. Negate the attack, return damage back at the attacking creature. So that'll be good. I'm going to post that over here just so I remind myself that it's there. All right, so the Equipped Knight is going to initiate a combat. Its speed is just 1. This speed obviously is 6, so this dragon is going to attack. Dragon gets 2 dice +7. Hits easily because it only has an armor level of 1, but it was rolling 5 dice, and it has 40 hit points. All right. All right, so the dragon attacks. Oh, it already attacks, doing damage. Woo, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 +7 is 25. You know what? He's going to use this magic card to take him out. Boom. And reflect the damage back at him, so he actually takes to 25. The Aqua Dragon does not like that. All right, here we go. 25. Dirty Tricks. All right. Now, the Equipped Knight will strike back. 2 dice plus nothing to hit armor class 12. Doesn't get it. So that passes turn over to the dragon player. And we shall see. Ooh, destroy all magic cards in the field. Yeah, that magic card's not really hurting him too much, so he's not going to play it. All right, so the Aqua Dragon is going to initiate an attack, and because his speed is higher, he goes first. He gets a 6 +7 is 13, definitely hits. Then he rolls 5 dice damage +7, and that's 9, 10, 15 +7 is 22 damage. And then the Equipped Knight shall strike back. Needs to get a 12 on this die. Oh, so close. 12 would also be double damage, which would be wonderful. All right, so pass turn. The Equipped Knight draws. It's definitely going to sack himself to bring out this Headless Knight, who may have a chance to have a better chance against this dragon than he has. All right. So the Headless Knight is going to initiate an attack. He's got a higher speed than the Aqua Dragon. He gets pluses against demons, steam, humanoid, and beast type. So unfortunately, he was a humanoid. I should have been rolling an additional die on the Aqua Dragon. I should have been rolling 6 dice worth of damage, and I was not doing it. Dang it. Anyway, but he does not get this bonus against undead. So anyway, so the Headless Knight is going to attack. 2 dice +1. He needs an 11 to hit. 7 misses. That 12 armor level is vicious. So the Aqua Dragon is now going to attack. 2 dice +7. 7, 14. That's a hit against the armor class 9. Armor level 9. And so that is 4 dice rolls +1. And doesn't get the bonus for the type. Oh, man. That's 21, 28 damage. So that's going to take it to 52 hit points. Yikes. Yeah. Okay. Because it did, yeah. 18 from 80. Nope. 62. Yeah, I said 18, right? No, I said 28. I was right the first time. Woo! All right. And so that's that. So turn passes now to the dragon player. All right, things are going pretty well. So he's going to initiate attack, which the Headless guy gets to attack first, and he's an 11 to hit. Oh, so close. He strikes back, 2 dice +7 to hit a 9. Oh, he deals D6 damage to himself. The dragon, ouch. Dragon failed. Okay, pass turn. Let's see if he can get a magic card that helps him. Amount of assault, 6 speed. He's already got a better speed, so he's going to hold on to that for another creature. So he's going to initiate an attack, see if he can get through that. He really needed something to boost his hits. 9, 10, that's not enough. The dragon strikes back, 2 dice plus. Yep, so he hits. And he's at 5 dice. So that's 10, 18, 19, 27. This does not bode well for the knight player at all, but who knows. All right, so we pass turn over to the dragon player. He gets to draw himself a mat. Oh, hell, have to play this card on your card when your opponent activates him. Oh, so if he activates this card, oh, not that card, he can negate it. Nice. So the aqua dragon is going to attack. So the headless knight gets to attack first and misses. The dragon attacks and hits and 5 dice, and that is a lot. That is a lot. 25. Wow, all 5s. Wow, 5 5s. Wow, that's pretty cool. 10, 25, 32. That is enough to kill off this poor knight. He's down to, it adds 80 to their cemetery. So this is not going too well against this aqua dragon. They need some, oh no. Oh no. All right, so what was it, 190 to, that was 2 something. All right, so because of the technical difficulties, I really don't think this knight was gonna, I don't think the knight's deck was gonna come up against this aqua dragon. Let's see what creature they would draw. Yeah, I see a wolf knight, and then I have to keep going so I can get a creature that I can just put out by itself. And if I put a knight up by itself, it's just gonna kill it. So I'm going to call the game. That's unfortunate, but at the same time, I just think this aqua dragon is going to be too much for this deck. I mean, she's got some decent stuff, and they got some magic cards, but I think I'm going to call it just because I think trying to put all that together, I mean, I can count what's in their cemeteries, I guess. I guess I can keep playing it and keep track of stuff with dice. I'll keep playing. All right, so this guy has 80, 120, 190... 230. All right, and these guys have 230 as well. So it's a tie game. So we'll keep going. All right. So anyway, so they need. Oh wait, this is. Yeah. Okay. This is this card. So they need to keep drawing till they draw a creature to fight off against this aqua dragon. Really need to take this aqua dragon out. All right. So shuffle. Draw a card. It is not a playable creature because I have to sacrifice a creature to do it. So we shuffle up so we can get a playable creature. And we're drawing 1 card at a time each time. Nope. I wonder what it's going to be. I wonder what the savior of the knights is going to be. Magic shield, wonderful. That aqua dragon is so cute, but so deadly. So deadly. Ancestral sword. Gonna keep rolling until I get one. What I'm gonna do is, I know this isn't quite the way to play, but to save time, I'm just gonna keep pulling off the top till I pull out a creature that I can play. Wow. Can't play her. She's armor level 7. Needs something to sacrifice. Can't do the Dark Elf Captain. The Squire is a magic card, so he doesn't really count as a creature yet. You have to have a creature out before you can bring him out. Wolf Knight. I may not have a playable creature. Oh, finally. The Dwarf Knight. All right. Well, at least he gets +4 to hit. He might actually hit this time. All right, so the Dwarf Soldier is now engaged up against, well, he's actually a Dwarf Knight for this deck. The Dwarf Knight is now toe-to-toe with the Aqua Dragon. Now, the Aqua Dragon's hit points were at like, I feel like it was 85 maybe. Let's say 85. I don't know. So we'll keep track of that. So the Aqua Dragon is 85, I think, and the Dwarf Soldier has 50. So we'll call it that. I think it was, if it was lower than that, I apologize, and he's got an advantage. That's the way it goes. So now we pass turn to. So he puts on gloves, he gets +3 to hit. That's really good. That's actually going to be very helpful. All right, so the dwarf is going to initiate a combat, but the aqua dragon is faster, and he is also a humanoid, so he gets an additional damage die. So 9, 16, so he hits. The dwarf's armor level is 6, and he does 4 dice normally, +1 for a Nightmare Claw, +1 because the dwarf is a humanoid. That's 6 dice plus 7. So that is 9, 13, 14, 23 damage. So that's going to bring him to 27. And he is going to strike back. Now he has +7 to hit, so he has a really good chance to hit. And he hits as a 17. Now he rolls 1 die plus 4 damage. So that's 10. That's pretty decent, bringing the dragon down to 75. Now he also has a spell that can stop that from happening. Okay, so that is now the knight player's turn. So we're going to switch it over to the dragon player's turn. And he draws a card. Still doing pretty well over there. Like I said, I may have boosted the aqua dragon a little. I don't remember. I'm not really good at remembering things numbers wise. All right, so he's going to initiate an attack. He is faster than the dwarf, so he's going to roll 2 dice plus 7. 12, that's a hit, and does 6 dice damage. And that is 6, 10, 16, 18, 25, which is almost enough to take out the dwarf soldier. Dwarf soldier will strike back. 2 dice plus 7. 5, 12, that's a hit, just to hit. Does 1 die plus 4 damage, and that is 6 more damage off of this dragon. So that passes turn. Can the dwarf knight player pull a magic card that can help him? Pulls her. This is at 2 hit points. We're going to put her out now. Sacrifice him, which will put him at, I don't know if that puts him over or not. It's going to be close. So 130, 170, 240, 280. So they're not quite there. 20 points away from death. She is going to be the savior of this or not. So her ability is add an extra dice to your attack rolls and +1 to this card's modifier for every creature in your opponent's cemetery. That's pretty decent. And they got 1, 2, 3. So you get +3. Add an extra dice roll to your attack rolls? Holy moly. So she's rolling 5. Nah, she's the key. The heroine, the female knight here is the one that is going to be sweet. All right. So she is going to initiate an attack. All right. Will she be the Dragon Slayer? All right. So she rolls 2 dice plus 5 to hit. That will be very valuable. 7, 12. So just hit. All right. Now she rolls 5 dice plus 5 damage, right? Because there's 3 creatures, right? Yeah. And add an extra dice roll for your attack rolls and +1 for every creature. Yes. I like this card. All right, so 5 damage dice plus 5 damage. Decent. Very decent. 22, 24, 29. So 40. Brings the dragon down to 40. Well, or does it? And we're going to Minotaur Bodyguard that and prevent the damage. Play this card from your hand, negate the attack damage meant for that creature for this battle. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So the dragon will strike back at her. 2 dice plus 7. That's 5, 12, which hits her armor level of 7. And it rolls 6 dice, and she is a humanoid, plus 7 damage. That's 10, 16, 18, 25 damage. So she is at 25 damage off of 80 is that. All right, pass turn to the dragon player. We're gonna do that. Going to search card for dragon. Dragon type, place in your hand and shuffle. I will do the blue dragon because it's pretty. Well, it doesn't matter because if we have to sacrifice whichever creature, it doesn't matter. We'll get it out because it's pretty. But it has to, whatever creature goes into these cemeteries first loses their player the game. So, will the heroine be able to hold out? We shall see. Can she survive the dragon's turn? We shall see. All right. So, here we go. I'm going to initiate an attack. Her speed is 8, his is 6, so the heroine attacks first. 2 dice plus 5. 7, 12 hits, and 5 dice plus 5 damage. Nice. 15, 22, 27. So that is 42 left on the Aqua Dragon. So the Aqua Dragon strikes back. 2 dice plus 7. That's a hit. 6 dice damage plus 7. Oh my gosh, that's huge. 15, 25, 28 plus 7 is 35. That is still enough to keep her alive at 20. And so, past turn, let's see if she can pull a magic card that can save her. And it's the Squire. So now she gets 2 attacks. Summon this card to your side of the field as a limited summon creature. This card returns to being a magic card if it leaves the field. All right, so they get to attack first. She's going to attack with the Squire. And because they can. 2 dice plus 1. And oh my gosh, hit with double damage. Wow, that's awesome. All right, so rolls 1 die plus 1 times 2. 3, 6 damage. 6 damage. And now the heroine will attack and has a higher speed, so she attacks first. That is 2 dice plus 5. Oh, 4, 9, missed. Oh, the dragon strikes back. 2 dice plus 7, that is a hit. 6 dice. This might be the end for the heroine. So that's 10, 13, 16, 19 plus 7 is 26, which puts her into the cemetery, moves the Squire over. However, that going to the cemetery is enough to end the game. So the Aqua Dragon stands strong. The Aqua Dragon, it might be too strong, but I don't care. It's just me playing myself. That is awesome. That card is crazy good. And so that is the Ward game. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I think it turned out to be fun though. Okay, so that was these 2 decks against each other. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these seasons of trading card games videos here on Mage Hammer's Game Table. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of your support. And let me know what you thought of that game and these decks in the comments below. And until next time, keep on rolling dice, slinging cards, and playing games. Thank you. Mage Hammer out.